Hi guys, how are you? Today we are going to have an art lesson completely in English. So, let's start. Okay, this video lesson is about, first, the English painter Hans Holbein and the English Renaissance portraits. Second, how to analyze a portrait. Third, a homework I will explain at the end of the lesson. So, let's start from the first point. Hans Holbein and the English Renaissance portraits. Hans Holbein was a painter. He painted many portraits for the English King Henry VIII. Okay. King Henry VIII was a handsome but terrible man. He married 6 different wives, waiting for a male descendant. Just one of these wives gave him a male son. Her name was Jane Seymour, and she was probably the only wife he truly loved. The others were either killed or exiled. Henry VIII asked Hans Holbein to make a portrait of Jane. So this is the portrait of his beloved wife. And this is one of his first works. Then, King Henry VIII had a lot of diplomatic meetings during his life. He was a very important king. Jean de Denville and George de Selve were 2 important ambassadors he met once. So he decided to ask Hans Holbein to make a portrait of them. So this is the portrait of the 2 ambassadors. This portrait is really famous. Second point, how to analyze an English Renaissance portrait, but in general, how to analyze a portrait. Then, think about what is a portrait? Then, who is represented in the portrait? Then, how is represented? Which objects or background you can see in the picture? Then, why the painter represents things in a particular way? Now, let's look at an example. Go to page 266 of your art book. You will find the double portrait, this, of the ambassadors. Let's go. Okay. Now, here is the portrait. Let's analyze this example. What is a portrait? A portrait is a work of art, painting, photograph, sculpture, which represents real people. Okay? Then, who? This is a double portrait of 2 friends. They are French ambassadors to the court of King Henry VIII of England. Then, how? The shelves in the center of the painting are covered with objects. They are very important. Through these objects, the painter tells us who these men are, what their personal interests are, why they are friends. Then, why? But there is something more. The painter has hidden some secret objects in the scene. Discover them. They will reveal the hidden meaning of this painting. Probably you're not able to see it, but this is a school. And this is hidden in the painting. You can't see it very well. Okay, this is a hidden particular of the painting. Now, in the age of Holbein, painting was the equivalent of photography. Today, the two ambassadors would ask someone to take a photo of them, or probably would take a selfie. So, third, the homework. Create your double portrait with, in this case, your parents, brothers, or sisters. Like the painter of the ambassadors, pay attention to every detail. Now, for example, start from the setting. Choose the place where you want to be portrayed. It could be a room where you usually play together, a landscape that reminds you of a holiday. Of course, not a street because we can't go out, and not a sports club because, of course, we can't go out. Then, what are you wearing? Clothing says a lot about your personality. Look at the ambassadors of the painting. They are wearing elegant clothes in order to show their wealth and power. Then think of a pose or a gesture. Shows the feelings you have for your friends. Now put a secret into your picture, something only you and your friends know about. Go back to the painting of the ambassadors to get an idea of how to do it.